Hey folks, how are we doing? Hope you're well. Watching on the big TV, are you? Who's still waking up from their Sunday roast? I just tried phoning someone and didn't answer, and I'm like, yeah, I know what she's doing. Fast asleep on the bleeding couch probably. But anyway, how you doing folks? A big shout out to everybody out there. We're at London Heathrow on top of the Hilton Gardening roof. My mic coming through all right, GP, yeah? I want to say a quick happy birthday yesterday again to Celine and Elise as well. Hello Elise, and little Nene. Little Nene, bless her. And of course Amy and Lee. How you doing, mate? Hope the train was all right getting back from Gatwick yesterday. We got two Emirates Super Jumbos right down at the terminal now. One's just pushed back, ready to go out. I believe one of them is delayed. Unfortunately, Emirates recently seem to be having a few problems with their aircraft, as we all know. Incidentally, folks, that 225 divert the other day that was going into San Fran, that was actually a medical emergency. It was nothing to do with navigation issues, as somebody said. That was not the case. Did a big U-turn. They were actually over Russian airspace anyway. Did a massive U-turn into Western Europe, and then eventually diverted into London Heathrow. The reason being was because of the infrastructure that Heathrow have here for Emirates. Donata, handling agents, engineering, technicians, etc., etc. And of course the amazing emergency services that they have here at London Heathrow as well. I'll be taking your comments in a moment, folks. Julie's just messaging me. Hold on, what's that? I just looked over, I thought that was the cat. I thought that was the cat thing. I thought that was a cat basket. Okay, he's just going through his... Oh, and Ophelia as well, Ophelia. I don't know if John is watching, but Ophelia, all thinking of you. Happy birthday for today, is it, Julie? Ophelia. Okay, so there's... Which EK is that just pushed, GP? EK3030. Going through his F&F checks. Okay, I am suffering a bit, folks, from the glare, the sun glare. Next week, don't forget, we got the partial eclipse that we're going to try and get. Don't know where we're going to get that from. Where's it going to be, GP? I thought we brought the cat up here, look. I thought the cat was in there. Meow. I'll tell you what, do you know what? When you look at the new fire training unit, it looks a bit like, who is it? You know, the Indian operator, KLM, and their beautiful E2 jet. There we go. Just had TAP's 321 Neo go out with faulty undercarriage. Undercarriage, but undercarriage fault, as in a retraction fault, possibly a hot brake, or a malfunctioning brake that where the upon the gear up control lever being lifted up, it didn't break one of the wheels. When I say break, I mean stop one of the wheels. So she's moving. So it takes me a little bit of time to pull the focus on my monitor because of that sun glare that I've got in me mince pie. I don't know, you never know. One day maybe they'll have some kind of fix on the NHS. I'm surprised they haven't got, you know, a replacement eye, Jilly? You know? I can get a prosthetic one, can't I? And look like flipping Marty Feldman. Walk this way. No, this way. Hope everybody's doing well. Who have we got? Who have we got, GP? A good, healthy contingent. Beverly George, I just saw there. Andy P. We've got a $10 super chat from RJ. Who was it I missed the other day, Jilly? Didn't I? Ray J, sorry, Ray J. $10 super chat, thanks, mate. Yeah. And of course, when I say hello to Lee from Emirates, training captain with Emirates Airlines, based out there in Dubai. And if you remember when we visited Dubai to the training centre, I interviewed Lee. Great interview. Lovely fella, salt of the earth. What's going on? I've got too much counterweight on my front end. Oh, misses, stand by. Let me just see if I can adjust that. I doubt it very much, actually. Oh, hold on a minute. If I pull that forward a little bit, I'll get a bit better. Yeah, conditions will improve in terms of my visibility. I wonder if there are any pilots out there, Jelly, with monocular vision. I bet there are, aren't there? There must be. Not that way, not that way. Joe Bailey, 20 bucks, super chat. Thanks, Joe. Oh, won't you come home, Joe Bailey? Won't you come home? Okay, has that improved the centre of gravity, the CFG on the camera unit now? A little bit tail end heavy now. I might have to dump a bit of fuel. Rab itch. Oh, you can be a pilot with monocular vision apparently. Chili's just Googling. Oh, special evaluation or flight test. That makes sense, doesn't it? Well, if I can fly to a degree on my desktop, I dare say, a statement of demonstrated ability. That makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, it's not exactly the flipping DVLA, is it? Little Nene running around yesterday with a flipping iPad. Hilarious, man. Sweet little kid, wasn't she? Is that another one? 1999. Oh no, it's Joe Bailey again. It's me missing that one, isn't it? Mark Barr. Mark Barr has gifted a membership. Thanks, Mark. No, you can't be a pilot if you're blind, for crying out loud. Pan Am toddler has monovision. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, you're breaking my heart. Golden Island. Golden Island. Island, sorry. has Golden Allen has done. Gordon, sorry if we said Golden. Sorry, I'm just listening to what Jilly's saying. Okay. Sorry about that. For God's sake. Oh my good God. Some very early rotates going on. Nice easterly breeze for these pilots. Little tiny bit more power needed, obviously, because of the warm air, warmer climate. You know, they strain a little bit more for power. Of course, very, very rarely would you see pilots use toga power for takeoff. Under very special circumstances, that would happen. These are all flex departures. Oh, I'm having struggling. I'm having struggling. Wait a minute. There we go. There we go. Did you order those new spectacles, Chilly? Would be a problem to put oh yeah, Braille. It's not like you can have a, no, that's somebody who's hard of hearing, innit? Can't exactly have a first officer giving you flipping, doing sign language. Wouldn't be advisable, would it? Struggling to read your comments, folks, just because of the sun glare. I'm wondering if it's okay. Yeah, Zane asking if I liked DXB. Well, I've got me reservations about Dubai. An amazing, fascinating place. Don't arrive there at 1 o'clock in the morning, that's for sure. 'Cause that's what we did, wasn't it, Julie? Bloody hell. Busy at that time in the morning as well. An incredible place to visit is Dubai, with some amazing buildings and infrastructure and landmarks and stuff like that. I think Richard and Eddie got stuck on the big wheel, didn't they? Oh, here we go. Oh, bloody hell, mate. I'm struggling here, man. Wow. Why didn't I bring those stupid duper humongous great big glasses with me? westbound departure. I think it's a 339, I think. Just looking at the profile. Yeah, Delta. Nice. Of course, we had the choice of Delta for Anchorage, of course, which would have been via Minneapolis, and then a Delta 757 from Minneapolis to Anchorage. And we're not taking up that option. We're actually going with Alaska Airlines. Smooth that 350 is, man. Really? That's fantastic. So we had a blind member on board at the moment who's mentioning about some interesting stories coming from Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder, both insisting that they fly their own aircraft. Interesting. How the hell did they do that? Thanks, Lauren. Lawrence, my apologies. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I mean, the hotels in Anchorage, or wherever we stay in Anchorage, place starts shaking around about 4 in the morning, doesn't it? With the first arrivals of the big heavy stuff. Thank you, Tapare. Vancouver bound. That 350. LX2259 should be able to get specialist polar glasses. Well, yes, I do have 2 pairs of what they call igloo, and they Julie? A couple of pairs of igloo glasses, which the left and right side of the glasses are sort of panelled off. Cocoon, that's it, yeah. Igloo. Yeah, they're bleeding freezing when you put them on. No, Cocoon, my apologies. Recommended by one of our members. No wing flex like it in the industry, is there? I think that's one of their Dash 10s, isn't it? Oh, hello, here we go. It's one for you, Lee. I know I was mentioning earlier on about Emirates having a few issues with their technical issues with their 380 fleet. But it is interesting, isn't it, that the major engine manufacturers and the operations teams for the major airlines will be able to report engine issues, receive reports on engine issues. They're able to check the telemetry on the aircraft throughout its entire flight, and if an issue does ping up, then that is passed on to the technical division before they even arrive back home. I think most of the main engine manufacturers, you know, your General Electrics, Rolls-Royce, Pratt & Whitney, actually have live telemetry running for every airline, for every engine that they have in operation around the world. It's really impressive, isn't it? Pretty quiet down at the maintenance division for BA today. A couple of old 4 doors sitting there, old bangers. Crying out for a replacement. Probably be a Dreamliner, I would imagine. That would go on to replace those jets. Not sure what the waiting list is like at the moment for BA in terms of IAG and Boeing and Airbus. I'd imagine there is a fair old backlog, as there always is. So Rory Heap, that is, he's a blind follower, he says. I can tell you that there are some interesting stories about Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder. But there we go. Sue Taylor, early birdie. Lawrence E.T. Thanks, mate. Now I do see a Cathay jet down at the bread bin right now. We call it the bread bin, folks, because it looks like a bread bin, doesn't it? A very large one. Get a few loaves of Hovis in there, wouldn't you? But one of Cathay's jets parked up down there. It looks like a 777 to me. Or does that have a back end of a 747? I don't know. There's a fair bit of freight there waiting to be loaded, I think. But I see no hump, or do I? Because they are very low profile, the hump on the freighter, of course. 100 configuration. Claire Julland. Claire Julland, I think that might have been Alaska Airlines and their 787 that you saw landing around about 220. Did you hear that, GP? Am I straight on the horizon here? I think I am, and let me just have a look at me. Yeah. Stand by, just get a refreshment here. It is a 747, yeah. Noticeable by its very long extended APU as well. and I'm IDing that with my natural eyesight as well, and not with the use of the monitor. Normally in good conditions I'll be able to do it using the monitor, but she's got a big old stabilizer on her, isn't she? There's the Roo going up for some tucker. God blimey. Right a bit, right a bit. There she is, there she is. I initially thought it was a 777, but yeah, it is noticeable by its extremely long cigar-shaped APU. Well, I say cigar-shaped. It's like someone stood on a cigar, isn't it? It's a big old lump, isn't it? Not like Laurel and Hardy cigar comedy. Exploding cigar end, if you know what I mean. Was it Canada's triple, was it? Okay, and of course that will be a 747-8 intercontinental freighter parked up down at the freight terminal. So waiting to get her freight loaded, which is quite interesting. Like I've discussed before, folks, about the type of freight that they load on aircraft from this end, freighters that is. Generally there's a big trade in car parts, Temu of course, commerce freight, you know, your parcels and packages, etc, etc. I don't know if she's heading back to Charles de Gaulle or what. Yeah, it looks like Vistara, doesn't it? That the back end of the. You had to be there, really. At one point in the distant future, when Nene visits Yorkshire, and she's waiting in the waiting room at the train station for whatever. Nene, ne laddie, ne, whatever. Yeah, 777 captain. We would have liked to have been there, of course, at Toulouse to capture the Project Sunrise on its mega trip from Melbourne. we didn't. So future trips coming up. Anchorage next month, folks, beginning of September. I wonder when Airbus will introduce the automatic taxi and takeoff systems on board their aircraft, well, specifically the 350, which is what we saw it being tested on, which obviously locks into the GPS. And it will steer the aircraft straight to the departure point on the runway automatically. So hands-free taxiing. And if the destination airport is fitted with those autonomous systems, then that'll be a big bit of a game changer, isn't it, really? It's one of the major issues that I've come across, as you're aware, finding my way around taxiways. Bleeding disaster half the time. What is it, you big galah? Off to get fitted with boxing gloves. Oh, Avro, thanks, mate. Saying he's caught up with the sim. Yeah. Well, best descent and approach, I would have said, of all my sim shows. Jonathan Porterfield asking about how many pilots would have been on the A350 ULR flight from Melbourne. 24 hours, wasn't it? Well, obviously, I would imagine minimum of 2 crew. I'd say possibly even 3, like they did back in the COVID days. Wow, 777 pilot saying he's counted 10 pilots from the pictures he's seen. Wow. Blooming heck. So that's probably, what are we talking about? Minimum 2 captains. May have been a Czech pilot, I don't know. But 10 crew, 10 flight crew. That's 3 on the deck, isn't it, for takeoff, I'm guessing. 4 pilots and 5 engineers. Well, I was aware that there were a number of technicians on board the aircraft, monitoring all the telemetry, fuel burn, because that's obviously one of the biggest factors that they need to look into. 25 hours of fuel, man. It's impressive, isn't it? I guess you're going to see something from Rolls-Royce in the near future, which is going to be I'm surprised it didn't end up on the news, actually, because that is a massive undertaking, isn't it? 25-hour flight. Next thing you've got to do is convince the flying public, haven't you? Electrician TS. The A340s are young planes. What's he talking about there? What are you talking about? Which A340s? There's not that many. I mean, is he talking about Lufthansa, for example? I don't think they're that young, are they? They're at least in their 20s, aren't they? The Lufthansa fleet, 340 fleet. Of course, you've got the aging Trent 500 powering those aircraft as well. John Montague, Jerry, at what point during the climb out does the pilot engage autopilot? I'm not sure. I engage it around about 600 feet. I saw somebody else mentioning that a while back on a tutorial, and well, whether I'm right there or not, might be 1,000 feet. I know that it's very soon that once the aircraft's stabilised, gear is retracted, you're good to go. Okay, you're saying weren't used full-time capacity. Interesting. So you're talking about not old in terms of their usage. Yeah. But I know there was a time that is that scrapyard down in Wales, Chile? Yeah. St Athan. When I went down to St Athan, there was a Qatar 340-600 sitting there waiting to be broken up. They're gas guzzlers, aren't they? So they're not. They're definitely not a favoured aircraft for fuel efficiency and so on and so forth. Kathy Williams, Tony Austin. Yeah, they were towing Qantas's 380 to gate, indeed. Another 380 with BA coming down from maintenance. There's Etihad's 380 just arrived. Should hopefully see that turned around in about an hour and a half, something like that. What time's that Etihad 380 due out, GP? She's got a new nose, new radome. Expensive piece of equipment, that. Cathay has pushed. Okay, we have a 747. Engines started, folks. It's a shame it's not a 400. If it was, it would have the same profile on the nose anyway, but if it was a freighter, that is. There's Pup. Hello, Pup. Okay. Well, we're not going to be here for the Etihad 380. That's for sure. Maybe 777 captain could confirm it with me, whether that power back on the throttles at what appears to be about 500 feet, is that the automated engine systems powering back there? Did talk about that the other day. Nice building, Jerry. Yeah, nice shot of a building there. Very nice. Yeah, E-cams, not E, it's is it E-cams is a screen in it. I'm trying to think of the. Is it A-cars? No, it's not A-cars. FADEC, that's it. Whether it's FADEC. Which is basically the equivalent of the engine management unit in your motor vehicle. Controls the engine's function, and FADEC is what been around quite a long time. FADEC, sort of like was it an 80s or 90s invention? Very clever. Because it doesn't do it on the Airbus, does it? What's that, GP? Blogham1, looking for a shout out. 3-year member, thanks Blogham1. Sounds like a SID, that, doesn't it, Blogham? What's your standard instrument departure? Blogham1. Foxtrot. Oh wow. Steve Tedds, what a career he's had, working on the Rolls-Royce RB211. Wow. And he's retiring in a couple of weeks. Have a great retirement, my friend. It'd be lovely to, because they've got an RB211 down at Gatwick Museum, haven't they? The outdoor section of Gatwick Museum, a sort of cutaway. It's great to look through an engine and see how all the different components work. I kind of know my way around a jet engine in terms of the compression part of the engine, the front end, the cold end of the engine, and through to the midsection. High pressure, low pressure compressor, and of course the combustor as well, of course, where it goes bang. Oh, interesting. So FADEC. Pilot has to do what, Jerry? Has to wait 10 seconds before activating the engine start procedure. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so that's all linked to the FADEC system. I'm guessing FADEC just kicks in once everything's live, doesn't it? Someone on the chat who was on the Rolls-Royce Pegasus engine on the Harrier. Wow, what a monstrous engine that was, eh? Oh, okay, so it first entered service on the Rolls-Royce Pegasus engine. Now, yeah, but was the Pegasus, I think, was that a jet engine, or was it a turboprop? The Pegasus engine. Oh, for the Harrier, man. Yeah, wow. Rolls-Royce have always had some great engine names, haven't they? The Conway on the 707, remember? Okay, turbofan, right. Sue Taylor, the next BA going out the triple. My flight to Boston. What's that? Charlie Waterman, Frank Ray, Mr. Lynn. Oh my God, yeah. The Frank, that was that was the June bug, wasn't it, that caused me issues? Yeah. as per always, can't get me bloody jacket on. Okay, there we go. Well, Steph Bird, yeah, we've had a few pilots say that, hand flying to 10,000 feet. In fact, our good friend from Japan Airlines, he likes to fly manual up to 10,000 feet and sometimes beyond. Had a great discussion with him about that. Obviously, some company policies, standard operating procedures won't allow that, I'd imagine. Yes, Aidan, and that is part of the reason for Airbus designing the ATOL, wasn't it? ATOL, automatic takeoff and landing system, all automated. So right now, these pilots would be using ATOL. It's just a case of implementing it at airports, isn't it? Be more flipping roadworks, eh? Okay, so this 747 powered by the GE NX engine. So the power of two Dreamliners on the wing of this 747. Lloyd Bell has rejoined as a first class member. Welcome back, Lloyd. Lady Jennifer, yes, that is a nose loader, that 747, all freighter. We've probably caught her a couple of times in Anchorage. Edelweiss. Sorry, did I miss you? Edelweiss. Chaparral, the housing estate I live in is called Merlin Gardens. I love that. There's a couple down. It's Viscount Way over there, isn't it? That's Viscount Way over there, and there's a few roads named after famous aircraft around most airports and airfields. Spitfire Avenue and look at that wing, man. when he talks about Merlin, the Merlin engine. Basically, the engine that gave us victory, wasn't it? Powering the Spitfire, Hurricane, Mosquito, Lancaster bomber, Halifax bomber as well, of course. P-51. The Mustang, and of course the later variant of the Merlin. Big old supercharger on those things, man. Was it the Griffin engine, the Merlin Griffin engine, I think, that powered the Mustang, and later variants of the Spitfire as well? It's like Merlin XX on steroids. Bell, just noticing that his membership has been inactive since May 2025. Interesting. Nicely checked there, Lloyd. Okay, 747 lining up for 27 right. Now entering runway 27 right. 09 right, sorry. What am I talking about? 12,000 foot runway. It's a big long runway, man. 2 miles of runway. Okay, all set to go. Everything's running as it should do. I'm guessing I'm guessing they have an ECAMS, equivalent of ECAMS on the 747, which is a screen that basically brings up all your warnings and everything should be green. Okay, she's rolling. Could go up pretty quick. She may be light. Where's she heading for, GP? Is it CDG? Yeah, she's going CDG. Could be very light. There we go. Early rotation, man. Big chunky wing on it, man. What's that, right heading 185 or something like that? There should be another turn, another right turn, I would imagine. Big old Gen X motors hanging off her winglet. Isn't that beautiful, man? would you want to stop flying one of those if they said, oh, we need to put you on the 777-8 freighter? Ah, really? Mind you, that's going to be a monster as well, isn't it? The Dash 8 freighter. I think they've got a couple on order. What's up, GP? What was that? Is this Biman? Is this Biman? Oh, Jilly? Rachel Fox, £20 super chat. Thanks, Rachel. Lovely, kind words. As somebody who doesn't watch aviation or follow it or study it, look at the wing flex on that thing, man. You go back to old, I mean, even the 707s had flex built into the wing, didn't they? The early aviation aircraft designers incorporated an allowance for flex in the wing. Of course, it changes the engine geometry as well, only slightly. 350, not such a noticeable flex on it, only at the end and when you're flying on it. Left turn, Clyde. Yeah, there she goes. Hold it steady, mate, hold it steady. There you go. Oh man, you wait till the autumn and we'll get all that floof coming off the wing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, another one right behind it. Big old plastic aeroplane, look. Listen to those treads. Of course, that's the stretched variant, the A350-1000. I think Virgin didn't want to be outdone by BA and their A350 fleet, did they? Or whether it was sort of like, well, you're getting them, then we're getting them as well, sort of thing, you know. Both had to get the 1000. I'm surprised that BA didn't opt for a couple of 900s at least. But these guys with Virgin Atlantic have, to modernise their fleet, have gone with the A330-9 Neo, which is not a clean sheet design, but a redesign of the 330-300, the CEO as they call it. No, I wouldn't even try it. Yeah. It would have to be the 737 though, wouldn't it, Jilly? I wouldn't be able to do anything. Yeah, I bet you can. Well, we should do a flight sim Heathrow to Charles de Gaulle then, shouldn't we? Just to familiarise myself with the route. It's only Paris, isn't it? What is it? Less than 90 minutes, isn't it? 40 minutes. There we go. Yeah, sort of like almost the same as Schiphol. that's the tower that I'm going to speak to my mate John about tomorrow. See if he's got the necessary equipment to get that tower down. I was thinking about it in terms of the of taking that tower down, because it's such solid concrete. It would be a difficult one, man. You literally have to what are they called? The old what do they call them? The old it's almost like isn't it a Kangol? You know, a big vibrating tool that would basically, it's got a needle on the end of it, which would, they'd nibble at it, I would imagine. You'd probably be able to nibble at it from a bit of a height. But then it's all about getting the whole tower down, isn't it? Interesting project that. I'd love to do that. If you're a kid watching, do that as a school project. Dismantling of an old radar tower at London Heathrow, because you couldn't demolish it in the way that they have done by imploding it, or it is a landmark. You're absolutely right. It's, CEO, there you go. So there is a certain amount of wing flex on the Airbus. It does have a beautiful wing. Whereas the Boeing wing does have a significant amount of flex built into it, especially the 777. Like another 330 based on those that she's got a big wing, hasn't she, man? She's lovely. What, on top of the tower? Was that a 339 or was that a 777, I think? I don't know. Yeah, no, I know. I caught him about 10 minutes ago. Pokémon. Oh, here's a triple, look. Around about 7 foot of flex on that wing, believe it or not, folks. If you've never watched a destruction test on YouTube. Go check it out. How far they flex those wings in the wing test facilities. Have never seen the Airbus wing test facility. I'd imagine that's at Broughton, isn't it? I know Boeing's one is at Payne Field. Captain Manny here tonight. Mentioned you yesterday, Captain Manny, during lunch over a shepherd's pie. Was it shepherd's pie? Oh, that was it, lasagna. Oh, really? Rachel Fox, £20 super chat, little something for, she says, well, Ian Newton has gifted a channel membership, and Rachel Fox was it. Let's just have another look for that. Scott PR1YK, welcome back as a member. Welcome back, Scotty. Let me just pick up that Rachel. Rachel Fox, a little something for J&G. You're both legends and have had to deal with so much this year. Ah, thanks, Rachel. That's very much appreciated. Of course, all this super chat will go towards our upcoming trip and future overseas trips with our members. We like to put your money to work, literally, not with whips or anything. Get on with it. No. Julie, just come over here a minute and tell me, how do I get back to chat from this page when I accidentally come off chat? Oh, chat publicly, there we go. I've got it. That's all right, it's okay, it's all good.
Okay, can you see the blue cog?
Yes, I've got the blue cog, yeah, I've got that, yeah. And the blue arrow down the bottom is to bring it up to date.
Make sure you're on all messages.
Yeah. Oh, hello. What's going on here then? Bit late ATR. Turboprop. Another fascinating factoid, folks, is the engines in these things are more or less the same type of engine that powers the automatic, the auxiliary power unit on most of these airliners that you're looking at now. It's a third engine in the back, so literally turboprops. Obviously it doesn't have the prop installed, it's just the engine itself. You're right there, son. He's got his gear off, hasn't he? He's got his gear off, hasn't he? Blimey. I'll tell you what, I can't wait to get that new pair of spectacles, Julie. I'll be here tomorrow, won't it? Should be. Hey? Is that a 737 MAX I see? Long range? It is. Lud, Polish Airlines. Who's mentioning BA767? Yes. Yes, we caught that from here, didn't we? The last two 767s with British Airways caught live on Big Jet TV many moons ago. Where's Pup gone? Has he gone? Down the coat shop. See you, mate. Oh, Pup did gift 10 memberships, yes. Yeah, I have missed a few apparently, folks, and I do apologise. 777 Lenny, Maxes are awesome, I fly them all the time. Southwest to Orlando. Of course, Southwest, their biggest, Boeing's biggest customer in terms of the 737. Always has been, really, I guess. Of course, Southwest preferring to stick with the 737 program, as opposed to training up pilots, which costs a fortune if they wanted to switch them over to Airbus. Can you offer them a bonus or something? So, you know. Only 70 feet up, aren't we? I've kind of worked it out. I think we're about 70 feet in the air up here. Well, it's about 10 foot. It's about 10 foot for each floor, isn't it? Okay, maybe 90 feet then. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, all the insulation and the... Listen how quiet this thing is, man. E2 jet. I mean, really, that's as quiet as that blooming ATR, isn't it? Oh yeah. Nice. I'm guessing that the Boeing has a different geometry or setting system for the throttle for thrust levers. Like with Airbus, you've got climb, flex, and then toga. I'm guessing they're different, two or three different selections on there. What are we laughing at? Mate, that flipping sun. Look at the state of it. Bloody hell. Sod off, mate. I'm gonna have to give those things another go, aren't I? Those igloos. Have I got them here? The cocoons, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I know I've got two pairs. I thought I had actually had them in the bag last time I was here. I know I have been putting them in one of the check bags recently. Obviously not today though, Jerry, no. Yeah, no. Well, yeah, I can tell you now that that breeze is going to turn chilly, mate. And you ain't got your jacket on. Look, we brought the cat up with us, folks. Meow! It's actually the cooler bag, sorry. But it does resemble a cat carrier, doesn't it? Poor old Chachi, not doing very well at the moment, folks. He's not very well, bless him. I feel sad. I feel really sad about him. He's just miserable. We don't know whether he's got some kind of a infection or something. We're going to take him to the vets tomorrow, of course. Which is never pleasant for both the owner and the animal. And it's the longest wait in the world as well, this vets that we go to. Yes, we were, you're right. Is this our 737? It is, isn't it? Lot Polish. I'm guessing it's a Max 9. Is it a Max 8? Maybe a Max 8. She's quiet as well as LEAP engines. So I'll tell you what we should do one time, Julie. We should get, you know, a professor from like a university or something to come up here with his sound testing equipment to do some kind of a study on noise pollution and how quiet aeroplanes are now compared to what they used to be. I mean, bleeding 707, for example, the 727s, 111s. I mean, a Tupolev Tu-134, I think, was banned from flying in UK airspace, wasn't it? Due to its noisy engines. This is a Neo. be honest with you, when the hush kit era came in the sort of like late 70s, 80s, that didn't make a great deal of difference either, did it? I bet it sort of like, it probably made some difference, but not for very local residents, I would imagine. But these things now, these engines nowadays are getting so quiet, all down to obviously the big fan on the front and the overall geometry of the engine. And the components, the internal components, the mechanical part of the engine, and how quiet the exhaust is, the combustor, all of that, the airflow and sound has been all cleaned up by the engine manufacturers in the last 15-20 years with the introduction of these incredibly efficient, not just quiet, but very, very fuel efficient and far better, sometimes somewhere in the region of 20% more efficient than their predecessors. I remember once, it was actually an A320 CEO out of one of the European airfields that I flew on, and for probably the best part of 20 minutes into flight, there was this constant noise, really sort of like almost a rotating axle, almost like you get with rally cars. It was a little bit worrying. Yeah. And it was too fast to possibly be a flap winder, for example, as you would sometimes wonder whether it was a flap winder that had got stuck and was rotating inside itself, if you know what I mean. Or an actuator recharging itself. It's definitely not the guessing this is a westbound departure. She should look good. We can't go, can we? Oh, yeah. Oh God, yeah, that, oh bloody hell. Oh, we were going to go to that, weren't we? Oh. I think so, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to do next year, yeah. Certainly seems that Boeing have fixed that wing paint issue that they had on their Dreamliners with cracking paint, and they've obviously developed, I'd imagine that the paint manufacturers have developed a new paint that is easier to apply to carbon, because obviously there needs to be some kind of a primer undercoat when applying paint to a surface like that. Probably costs $1,000 a litre or something stupid like that. Can someone look it up? Yeah, it's still quite shouty, the LEAP engine, isn't it? That geared turbofan Pratt & Whitney engine is, I don't think it's anywhere near it, is it? In terms of its noise, engine noise, or exhaust noise. Or, mind you, a lot of it is the ingestion of air into the front fan, and then the exhaust. It's a very shouty engine, isn't it? I think that's the CF6 on an old A330 CEO, or is that the is that one of Virgin's jets? In which case it would be the Trent 700, wouldn't it? Very old shouty engine. Quite prone to a bit of overheating brakes on those old A330s, aren't they? Got a bit of a brake system's got a bit of a reputation, hasn't it? There's no KLM jet. Nice. It's a good-looking jet, that E2, isn't it? Really? It's got a beautiful wing on it as well. Oh, lovely plumage. It's a Norwegian blue, isn't it? Lovely plumage. This is an X-Parrot. Or that is an X-Parrot. Oh, Norwegian blue, yeah. finally that sun is going away and giving me a bit of relief. Bluebird, isn't it? Another one. Tried. I think I'm going to try this just as a test. I'm going to test to see whether I can build enough speed in climb power on the A320, whether or not I can reach rotate speed on just climb. I doubt I can I? I wouldn't have thought. Quite interesting though, isn't it? Eh? Sarah Bailey Blonde. I think there are water reservoirs. Yes, there are water reservoirs very close by that go to obviously store and supply water into the local community and Heathrow, of course. Is that a little, have we got a little, we do have a rogue, no need to ask, he's a rogue operator. Coast to coast, Cornwall to Heathrow. Sorry. Or it'd be coast to coast, Cornwall to Norfolk, wouldn't it? Air Malta doesn't not around anymore, is it? Malta Air now, isn't it? They changed hands some time ago, I think. Is BEA Retro? Oh, that is Malta Air, isn't it? Is the BEA jet alive at the moment, Jill? Is it on radar of, is it taxiing out or something? Yeah, BEA, yeah. Aaron Thomas, that DHL jet in from Frankfurt. Okay, apparently folks, that is BEA. But I don't think I'm able to get her in my shot, obviously due to glare. It's going to be a difficult one, I'm afraid. I would normally be able to grab it if I had two eyes operational. I've got two eyes, but only one operational, I'm afraid. The other one's come up orange on the eCams screen. Joburg 380 delayed till to 8:39, Gilly. We've got now 7:37. So an hour. Mustaqim, nice to see Biman Bangladesh's departure. Lady Jennifer, that aircraft was scrapped, unfortunately, the DHL tail strike jet, flown out of London Heathrow to where did it? Spain, wasn't it? Yeah, under 10,000 feet. Or at 10,000 feet or below, for safety reasons, obviously. And the engines would have been put into storage and probably used, or into spares at least. And I'd imagine also other key components of the aircraft. Flaps and slats, ground spoilers, elevators probably, rudder I'd imagine, undercarriage, hydraulic systems, possibly the door as well, the cargo door. Maybe. Mind you, I think the cargo door was bent during that tail strike. I'm led to believe that the cargo door was bent, which would have meant the hydraulic components and the hinges. The actuators. Martin Pete. I like to use the word recycled, really, or repurposed, isn't it? Or what do you call it when you're parting out and say, yeah, the rest of the aircraft would have been scrapped, of course. You know, the fuselage, the flight deck, the rudder, the horizontal stabilizers, I would imagine. Although saying that, the horizontal stabilizer system on the A300 is a straight through system like the A330. It runs on an axis. So, or works on an axis, sort of like the whole thing rotates when they adjust it. It's an axis or axle. Yeah. So you can see there that the rudder, the elevators, the horizontal stabilizers are probably slightly pitched. Which is elevator trim that's added into the aircraft for flight. So it might be up 1.2 or down 2.5, or depending on the weight of the aircraft and all the other numbers that are inputted into the flight management computer. Flight management guidance computer, that is the FMGC, on the Airbus anyway. on board the aircraft. Oh, cool. We've got somebody on board Delta 339 that we caught going out right now, talking to us live from the aircraft. How about that? Oh, it was Stone Man JD Stone, was it? On board the Delta jet. Wow, that's cool. He's able to watch live. Fair play to Delta, mate. I wonder what system they're running. Well, it's got to be something pretty strong, hasn't it, Jilly? See, there is definitely an upward pitch angle to those wings, isn't there? Unlike a bend in the Boeing, there's definitely but that is actually flex. But that flex is coming from the sort of like around about the pylon area on the wing. The wing remains rigid up to the wing pylon. Sorry, the engine pylon, and beyond the pylon, where there's obviously no engine to support it, it flexes, and I think even the A350 flex is between 7 and 11 feet. This looks like a 787. Is that a, oh no, is it or not? No, 350. So now you see what I mean. Look at the wing right now, folks. That's they look pretty horizontal, don't they? Now you watch as she comes past me and disappears. You'll see the wing will be flexing from the engine outwards on both sides. Even on the rotate, you'll see the wing will flex ever so slightly. I say ever so slightly, but it's about 7 to 11 feet. And that usually happens, the maximum flex happens around about the rotate point, the VR. So it could be sort of like 140 knots, something like that. There it is, there's a little bit on the outboard seat. Yeah. Pick up that it was JAL, to be honest with you. There you go, you see, that's the sort of like, if you're a regular viewer, you get to familiarise yourself with the Airbus wing. It's very similar, I have to say, to the A330 wing on the 350 and on the 339, obviously, but very similar sort of course, those wings designed and built here in Great Britain. Designed and assembled, I should say. I'm not sure about in terms of Broughton, I'd imagine there is a certain amount of work that goes on in terms of the structure, the wing structure, you know, the alloy components, the wing box as well is a very, very tough piece of equipment, which obviously is the central fixing where the wing fixes to the fuselage. Partly composite, but a lot of it is machined alloy. Not so much cast, because cast alloy is really the only components that are cast on an aircraft are, you know, undercarriage. A lot of that is cast, whereas the other stuff is machined or extruded. Interesting. Aidan Campbell, as far as I know, DHL has never disclosed the cargo. Like most freight flights, it could have been anything from parcels and pharmaceuticals to electronics and or industrial parts. Yeah, basically commerce freight. And of course, yes, a lot of freight that passes between Europe and Asia is car components as well, and of course electronic goods. So the majority of stuff that's going into Anchorage is iPads and iPhones and Androids or whatever, electronic goods. Of course, sun's gone, isn't it? Look. Bye then. It's a little 145. No, I thought it was a T-tail for a minute. I'm gonna have to put the top on, mate. I'll put the hoodie on, I think. Oh, look, the maintenance boys and girls busy. You know, in terms of cargo, there are specialist airfields that cater for specialist cargo, like Milan, that has its own cold cargo station for pharmaceuticals, so they can keep them in we saw it ourselves, didn't we, in Milan, didn't we, at their, what do they call it? Oh, bloody hell. Well, basically their pharmaceutical centre. Frankfurt are the same, aren't they? Frankfurt have got a huge pharmaceutical refrigerator unit, especially caters for yeah, but it's not just that, but it's perishable goods as well. You know, some perishable goods have to be stored at low temperatures. Of course, flowers is a huge commodity as well, which once a year goes manic, doesn't it, obviously, but still a big commodity. B777-300 on radar, so she should, I think, where's she going to be, over at T4? Sort of, she should be somewhere around about there. Kenyan 777. Get a good shot of her from the bows. side. It's going to be port side, isn't it? Maybe a bit of starboard side when she makes the right-hand turn, which she probably will do, but not a very sharp right-hand turn. I don't know what the SID is for Kenyan. Okay. Okay, so it could be, yes, the Detling instrument departure, Gasku, Modmi, and Ultib. I'm guessing that is that for 09s or is that 27? Runway 09. Right. Let's have a look. Southern departures, standard instrument departures for runway 9 right at Heathrow include the Compton, the Detling, and of course they are all subject to noise abatement and minimum and maximum speeds, which is governed by Heathrow. Many fines are handed out every year to the airlines, which actually don't amount to much, believe it or not. We found out how much Heathrow charged airlines, didn't we, Gilly? And it was a surprising little amount in terms of fines to the airlines for noise, overspeed, and listen for the power down. There it is. Yeah, quite an interesting somebody right at the beginning of the stream, which was pretty cool, mentioning about it's a shame that the A340s couldn't have been, a Neo variant couldn't have been made of them. And of course we did start that discussion and went through it in terms of, you know, the viability of re-engineing the 340s. I'm guessing that is what he's talking about. I said they're aging aircraft, and he said they're not that old really in terms of their usage. It's quite interesting. But I think the Lufthansa ones have done a fair old few hours on them, haven't they? And of course the ones parked up down at Bournemouth. I mean, God knows how many cycles they've had amongst them. Of course there have been some beautiful A346s around over the years, haven't they? Etihad in the old livery being one of them. Always a big crowd puller, aren't they, the 346? Well, for us lot anyway. Okay, Korean 777 heading down Sierra. Is that it there? No, that's Kenyan, isn't it, down Sierra? Cucumber, wondering if the DHL pilot would have been, I would imagine he would have gone back in, possibly gone back into the You know, because some pilots go back to the simulator to have check rides with check captains, you know, training captains. Or is this Korean? No, this is Korean, isn't it? So yes, I'd imagine that he or she would have had a lengthy meeting with the management. What's the gear tilt? Yeah. I think there is a Mayfield departure SID as well. Beautiful. Gotta love a 777, man. Gotta love a 777. Now, I wonder if we're going to get a clean shot of her nose here, Jilly, when she's coming past us here, so we can just use that as a nice thumbnail, don't you think? Kenyon's 777 as a potential thumbnail option. Let's have a little look and see what happens. Screaming in me like everything England makes fun of us. You did in fact invent it first. What's that? What's he talking about? What was I talking about? Screaming in me, you guys called it aluminum at first. Then you changed it to aluminium, but we kept the original British pronunciation. Is that true though? Are we sure about that? Have we always called it aluminum? You know, when we used to call it aluminum, did we? Interesting. Are we sure about that? Oh, interesting. I like aluminium. It sounds more sort of like engineering, doesn't it? It's some American pronunciations they do like to overpronounce some elements of it. Like if you say Moscow, where are you going? I'm going to Moscow. They say Moscow. Oh. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, you know, there would have been an inquiry. In fact, I remember somebody saying that I spoke to regarding the DHL A300 incident, is that it was an actual aircraft incident in terms of it would have been overseen by aircraft accident investigators. There would have been an AIB investigation of some sort, because that could potentially have ended in disaster, couldn't it? If that aircraft had touched its tail and scraped it so that it overloaded the left or right wing, it could have been quite nasty anyway. You know, dragging the belly along the ground, all that kind of thing. Did we invent aluminium then? I'm guessing our Lord, no, hold on a minute, some very clever, well, we've got some very important people in our history books, haven't we? Like Frank Whittle, who was sent away by so many people, wasn't he? Poor old Frank. The inventor of the jet engine, that is, by the way, folks. Leonard Beach has upgraded his membership to first class. Thanks, mate. So many different types of aluminium as well, isn't there? You know, in terms of the strength properties of it. I think T5 is one of the toughest, isn't it? I think they use them for fuselage bracing, and you know, a lot of the flooring, of course, is strengthened alloys with titanium straps. Oh, this looks like a lovely old 330 CEO. Oh, here we go, a screamer, folks. Have some of this. Looks like Trent's as well. I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong here. No, it's a 777, isn't it? It's BA 777, is it? Or is this? Okay, so Kenyan is lining up, now entering runway 09 right. 11,500 feet remaining. Oh, it's not. It's a little 320 in it, look. Or is it? Hold on a minute. No, it's not. It is a 777, isn't it, look? And it is BEA, it's one of their old 200s. Old, I say, I mean old, man. Oh, listen to this. Nice. Yeah. Kenyan should be rolling. All the lights ablaze. Okay, new service with Kenya Airways. Their 777-300, folks. We're normally used to seeing their Dreamliner, of course. Yeah, but we did also invent the wasn't sanitation, was it? That was the Romans, wasn't it? And viaducts. Schooling. Sanitation. Healthcare. Yeah, but apart from that, here you go, GP, check this. Get bit of the tail in there as well. Yeah, nice. I don't know if that's going to work, GP. Or that, maybe one of those. She will make another turn, and here it comes now. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah. They've got a few, haven't they? They've got a few 777s. I'm guessing they've been around before the Dreamliners joined the fleet. They were leased to Turkish. What, all of their 777 fleet? Ferret guy, 4120. Well, that's another type of aluminium, isn't it? 4120. Today's streaming is vintage Big Jet TV, tracking, zooming and commenting in the flow that we love about what Jerry does. Have Jilly right there to complete the Big Jet TV team. 4 months ago we feared we'd lost you, but you're back. Well, albeit with one eye. Thanks, mate. Ferret guy, thanks, mate. Have you ever had it up your trouser leg? I bet he has, hasn't he? If you've got a pet ferret, there's a good chance that if you're wearing loose trousers, you're going to get one up your leg, aren't you? If you're sitting down and it's a particularly playful ferret. It's a bit like a cat getting up on you with long nails, isn't it? Ripping your legs to shreds. Jilly's legs leak every time she has a shower, or after it. Yeah, thanks, ferret, mate. So that's runway Sierra down there, folks, where a lot of the T4 stuff heads to the runway from there. Of course, if it's runway 27, they'll taxi up this way and turn on there. It's quite a good shot from here, actually. Departures for 27 left. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that on my next sim challenge, folks. I think it's going to be the yeah, it will be Charles de Gaulle to Heathrow. Or should we do Heathrow Charles de Gaulle? No, we're going to do Heathrow Charles de Gaulle, aren't we? Ferret guy. Ferret legging is a thing, but not for me. Ferret legging, brilliant. Of course, a future visit has to be Payne Field, doesn't it? Or potentially Boeing Field as well. I know a few people would ask, well, if you're going to Seattle, why don't you allow an extra day or so? There's nothing to say we can't do that, actually, believe it or not, on our trip out to Anchorage. To see the triples. Oh, did you? Is he from up north? Ferret guy. Does he wear a flat cap and does the ferret sleep in it? By heck. Oh, he is. No, you are. L007, I completely know what you're talking about there. Some classics there. Oh, thank you, Aidan Campbell. Timestamp 1854 if we missed the 747 departure. It wasn't that spectacular, folks, to be honest with you. She went up very early, very light indeed, carrying probably very little amount of fuel. And of course, no cargo either. I think all the cargo was offloaded when she came in, obviously on a tech stop maybe, or was just bringing some special arrangement in of some freight, which we did see the usual sort of consignment down there. All the pallets in their clear plastic, which plays havoc with runways and taxiways for FOD when that stuff breaks away off of the it's unbelievable, the surrounding fence around Heathrow. I'll tell you what, if I was running the cleaning team at Heathrow, I would make specific plans to, oh yeah, I would make plans to, do you know what's interesting is that Vietnam's icon is almost getting on for Lufthansa's, what is it, it's the heron, isn't it? It's a heron, isn't it? The Lufthansa bird. How can you what? Has she got a orange radome? What's going on there? Does look a bit red, doesn't it? Oh, John Palmer, 1962, £50 super chat. Great to see you in such excellent form, Jerry. Much love to you and Jilly. Mate, thank you, John. Really appreciate it. Of course, that 50 quid will go towards our overseas trips, and it will be utilised as you would expect it to be, sensibly, if you know what I mean. Thanks, mate, really appreciated. And that goes for anybody who super chats, and of course your membership as well goes towards member special gigs, if you know what I mean. Not Ryan. Someone saying that they've never heard of anyone mention kneading, making biscuits. It's puddings though, isn't it? Pistol Knight, the fence plan has long gone now. Okay, he's talking about me. I was talking about if I was running the FOD clearing team, of which there are a lot of people involved in that, although you don't see, it's not like you do from time to time see people wandering the fence and recovering significant pieces of foreign object debris, potential FOD, which if overlooked can make them their way out onto the taxiway or out onto the runway. The FOD team at it was Munich, wasn't it, Julie? Inside the FOD operations, unbelievable. They had a couple of big display cabinets, and in there were forks and spoons, eh? Yeah, crazy things. I think there was a pickaxe in there as well, and drain covers. Isn't that a beautiful profile, man? Wow. Not running their tail lights, interestingly enough. I love the high intensity tail lights on the Dreamliner. Again, I have to say, I'd love to, if I was, you know, if I was standing next to a Boeing guy now involved in the 777-9 project, I would be asking, why didn't you incorporate the those blinkers, those tail blinkers? They're absolutely fantastic. They've done it on the 737 MAX aircraft as well. Certainly sort of like a unique Dreamliner thing, isn't it? See, she's got a big flex on her, that 777, man. It's got a big long wing on it as well. What are we talking? It's about 70 odd meters, isn't it? Across the 777-300 wing. Sunil P, £10 super chat. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. Aaron Thomas, LL 787. Don't see them a lot. Well, we do see their retro in from time to time, don't we? Tony Rivers. you know, if Tony Rivers decided to go and do a sort of like hospital radio, it'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? You just gotta, what you gotta do is you gotta find like a group of singers to do your what do you call it? Tony Rivers. No. It's your what do you call it? Is it a what do they call it? They call it a. I'm just thinking of in showbiz terms. I know it's a fill or something like that. Jingle, there we go. Jingle, Stepbird. Make his jingle. You'd have to make a little jingle, wouldn't you? Sunil, yes, 777-9 has a maximum wingtip reach, I think, of about 83 meters, isn't it? .380 is as wide in terms of its wingtip to wingtip as it is in fuselage length as well, I think, I'm led to believe. I seem to remember that stat. She says her wing from tip to tip is as wide as it is long. Signature song, Brian Stewart. Yes. People motif, Nick Gray. Hope you're well, mate. Hope the missus all right. Of course, that folding wingtip section, I've actually I must dig out that Paris Air Show piece that I did, Julie, because I walked around. I did film the. I went inside the. No, it was inside the display area where they had the Boeing folding wingtip for the 777-9. I know we kept losing signal and all that, but I'd like to see if I can track that down and you guys can see how impressive it is. Right next to it was an undercarriage strut assembly and everything with it as well. Amazing if you ever get to go to a trade show, aviation trade show, and visit all the component manufacturer stands, you know, and there are so many of them. Undercarriage is so interesting. Engines, of course, and other sub-components like wingtips and components like flight deck seating and all that kind of crazy stuff. And some of the manufacturers introduced new passenger seating and galleys and, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff like that, man. great paint job that's got. She's got a light out. Excuse me, sir, would you mind turning the engine off and hand me the keys? Is this your aeroplane, sir? Yeah, any reason why you stopped me? Well, you got a light out, sir. Oh, okay. Is this your plane, sir? Yep. And where are you off to then? Phuket, innit? Where does it go? Yeah. Or is it Bangkok? Oh, I don't know. Okay, Ho Chi Minh City. Okay. Well, thank you very much, sir. I'll let you get on your way. Be sure to get that fixed, will you? It's going to Hanoi. Right, okay, thank you. Yeah, gets good in this kind of lighting, doesn't it look, Chilly? Doesn't it, eh? Nice bit of taxiway lighting, we like that. Adds contrast to the visual experience. Student and crew, yeah. No, it's not mine, it's my company's. Yeah, you're right. It's a company plane, isn't it? Right, okay then. Fly fisherman, cheerio to you. Fly fisherman A380, or why are you leaving now when we're just about to have an A380 departure, fly fisherman? Because not only have we got this Emirates that's taxiing now, but we should have Singapore's 380, and whether or not we're going to be hanging about for what we've got 829 right now. Is that you up there, Zane? Oh yeah, they're working properly, mate. You'd have to get sort of like the local singing group or something though, wouldn't you? To do that jingle. Dillis. £10 super chat. Thanks, Dillis. Dillis W, isn't it? Oh yeah, lovely old 200. That sounds like a very well-used set of General Electric GEs. Is that maybe 9010s or something like that, the 90s, G90s on there? Sounded very shouty, didn't it? Ooh. Sounds like a very old set of GEs as well, man. Lovely seeing the old Air Canada livery. Sort of like really do quite a lot of mixing and matching, didn't they? Air Canada with their old and new fleet, old and new livery, or updated livery, should I call it? Oh mate, you know what I've got coming on, Jilly? Yeah. There's a load of folding paper in the eye line. Yeah. We've got 380 lined up there, Jilly, haven't we? So there we go. We're going to have to call it after this 380, I think. I'll explain it to everybody. What's it called, Jilly? Yeah, but what type of... Isn't it? There we go. So folks, just to let you know that for quite some time, for many years, in my younger years, I used to suffer from migraines, and those migraines, you know, there's that ocular sort of like zigzaggy type aura that you get in your eye. I've kind of got that, and I've had a few since leaving hospital. So, and it is affecting my vision in terms of looking on the monitor. So, and we've got to get all this gear down the stairs as well, folks. So we're gonna call it now, if that's all right with you. Thank you to everybody who's been involved on the show tonight. Really appreciate all your input and your well, just your company, really. So going to head off now, folks, if that's all right with you. What have we done, GP? Couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours? 2 hours and 45 minutes. Right, folks, well, look after yourselves. Thank you so much. Appreciate it once again. Thank you, Heathrow. And sorry I had a little bit of fun about your FOD, but we'll get a word from them on that one. Thanks, really appreciate your company, folks. Thanks for getting involved, and we'll catch up with you on Wednesday if we don't speak to you before. But thanks, everybody. Look after yourselves. Ta-da. All the best. Thanks, Jilly. Okay, GP.